You're on mute.
Okay, I think I'm on
Lovely.
mute now. Thank you. Yes. And my concern really is that they're going to be planting 8,500 trees in Portishead, which is a huge amount of work to do in the first place, and that's on the assumption that we've got no more COVID restrictions coming in the next few weeks. But the physical volume and weight of mulch that will be required to look after these trees, and the people, the hours of work maintaining this all in one go, does seem it seems huge, really. And the other thing issue I have about rewilding is that it seems to me that a proportion of these areas would be much better rewilded as meadows rather than rank grass. They would be much better looking, and particularly the areas around Battery Point where they're rewilding where they've just not mown the grass. Well, they have mown it this week or in the last week, but not very much recently. And I realise that to rewild to be a meadow is marginally more expensive in the sense that you have to first work out how bad the soil is. So you have to do soil tests, which you don't have to do if you're just letting the grass grow. But the piece of not at Battery Point, but the piece that is rewilded sort of as a meadow up there where the running club hutch is, that is actually rewilding quite nicely as meadow ground, but it needs to be managed as meadow. I think my main concern long term about this is that the management of trees needs a management plan that lasts for 50 or 60 years, or maybe longer, which is longer than most of it, or any of us are going to live, isn't it? So the management plan is not clear. It just seems like North Somerset has decided to reduce its mowing, and I think that's the feeling amongst a lot of people.
Yeah. Nick, can I ask if you and the other tree warden have regular briefings with the Parks and Open Spaces team?
No, I haven't had any briefings at all. You mean no? I haven't had any briefings at all.
I'll see if I can set something up.
I would really welcome that, because my worry is that a lot of these areas are just going to look awful in 2 or 3 years' time if not managed properly.
Let me see if I can set something up for a meeting with the tree wardens, because I think the tree wardens should be involved in this.
Thank you very much.
That sounds a very sensible idea, and if there are any for other councils, any other tree wardens there, I'm sure they would also welcome a briefing as well. Thank you very much.